A Shalom Akyum, all right? Um, First and foremost, gotta give all praises due to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, all right? And basically what we're going to try to get into through the spirit is dealing with the current, situations that's going on in the Middle East and everything that's happening in the world, current events, and what it's basically leading to is the demise of America and the destruction of America. All right, and all the atrocities is going to lead up to America's destruction, which is right around the corner basically, because we at the end times. So things are going to continue to get a whole lot rougher. For Jake out there, and for the typical American in general, man.
Okay.
But you got all 12 tribes of Israel, which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, dwelling here in the United States, and things are going to continue to get worse. Conditions are going to continue to get worse, man. I know you got all these politicians, with these upcoming elections, 2016.
Giving you promises.
Yeah, giving you all kind of promises, saying that, they can promise you there's a better future here in America, promise to make the economy better, and, and so forth. Basically revive that American spirit, that American dream, and so forth. All right, but to the contrary, things are just going to continue to get worse until the Lord, which is a so-called Negro, a so-called black man, by the way, is getting ready to destroy this place, man. So things ain't going to get better. So it's best that you just, right now, this whole thing is for the elect. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Romans 13 and 11 real quick. Because right now the time is short. The time is short more than anything. Ain't no more time to be bullshitting around. A lot of guys out there trying to figure out their nationality, going to these churches and looking for some type of hope and salvation and trying to make things get better. We've been out there preaching for years, man. Going back to our elders, going back to the elder Tahar, Gabar, Rakar, and Ryan Lab. Even prior to them, when you had Ariyah, King Marshall, going back to Abba Bivens, man. We've been bringing out the truth for the longest, letting you know what our nationality is and who our enemy is and who the Lord really is, man. And who the Most High actually is. And who he's coming to deliver and what he's coming to destroy, man, to put things in order. All right? So all that trying to figure out this, and you're African, and, is everybody going to get along together? Is the world going to get better? Is there going to be peace on earth? All right? The time is too short if you're still on that trip, man. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is for the elect. You got to be somewhat conscious of what the hell is going on, man. Who you are, and who the hell are your enemies, man. All right? Let me get that in Romans.
Right. This is Romans 13 and 11. It says, "And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep."
Yeah, it is high time to wake out of sleep, man. All right, the time that we're living in right now is the time of prophecy. All the prophecies of the Bible, the last prophecies actually, the last few prophecies that's left in the Bible, man. That's the time that we're living in now. That's the prophecies that are actually unfolding right before your eyes, man. So it is high time to wake out of sleep. You Negroes and you Latinos are asleep, man. All right, you asleep, calling yourselves black, calling yourselves Puerto Ricans, calling yourselves Mexicans and so forth, man. That's not your biblical nationality. It's time to wake up to who the hell you really are, man. All right? That's what time it is, man. And the time that we're living in is the time of major crises and wars, okay? Anarchy and destruction, man. Ain't nothing good coming to this place, man. So you got to wake up out of that bullshit spirit that everything's going to be okay. All right, or that your president or your world leaders are going to smooth everything out for you and give you a better life here, especially in this godforsaken, wicked country, man. All right, it's high time to wake out of sleep. Stop going to college and looking up to the so-called white man for a better future here. Right, the Lord is preparing the kingdom of heaven for you, something better than what the white man can offer you, man. What these devils can offer you, which they ain't never offer you nothing but fucking death and destruction anyway, man. Drugs and a bunch of hope to keep you niggas at bay and asleep and suppressed. Salakia, oppressed. That's all they've been giving you, man. All right. It's good.
I got precept for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you spoke about time.
Yup.
So I got precept for you. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. And it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven.
Yeah, there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, man. The Lord is dealing with order, man. The Lord is dealing with order. Everything happens according to the will of the Most High. All right? Time is controlled by the Heavenly Father, man. The time and space that we're living in today is an actual time of when you have to be alert for the tribulations that's about to come here, man. Because ain't nothing getting better here, man. This ain't the time to be partying, to be having all kind of fun, all right, and be all relaxed. You know what I'm saying? And BSing around, man. It's not the time for that. The time that we living in is a time where you have to be prepared for the coming of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. Which is the Lord who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? And if you ever read the Bible or call yourself being familiar with the Bible and know, a lot of you people, a lot of you people know in your spirit certain things that are righteous and certain things that are wicked, man. And if you believe in the Lord, goddamn well the Lord is not looking at America like it's a righteous place, man. With all this homosexuality, people getting killed, all the violence that takes place in America, the unjust shit that takes place upon the poor people here in America, which are the Lord's people, which you Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man. Okay? And all the corruption amongst your world leaders and politicians and senators and so forth that takes place. So the Lord is not looking at America like this is a righteous place, man. So I don't know how you can even come out your mouth and say, God bless America. The time that we're living in today is the demise of America, the destruction of America. That's why jobs are being lost, man. The economy is basically falling asunder, man. All right? Crime is on an increase. Okay? Police is the police and military is basically policing your neighborhood, man. In preparation for what? For bad, hard times, man. That's the times that we're living in today. Ain't the time to be, trying to teach a goddamn woman how to share her husband, man. Yeah, you got niggas that's trying to do that, man. All right, the time we living in is basically we in a time of war, man. Yup, read on.
Yeah, it says to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die.
Yeah, a time to be born and a time to die, man. You got people born, generation come after generation, man. You know what I'm saying? You got people born into this world. Right now is the time to be reborn, man. You know what I'm saying? For you jakes out there, for the elect. Because this whole thing is for the elect. All right? And then there's a time to die. A lot of people going to die. The time that we're living in is in the time of death and destruction. All you got to do is turn on the news. Stop watching the fucking Major League Baseball and shit for a while, man. Stop watching sports and entertainment for a while. Turn on to news and current events. What are you going to see? You're going to witness a lot of people dying, man. Reports of people getting massacred. All right? Violence and shit in the inner cities. People getting killed by drones and shit out there in the Middle East and overseas, man. Mass shootings in America, man. This is a time of death, man. The time of being born, you could say that was during the time of the baby boom.
Yeah.
During the 50s when they had a bunch of fucking new souls coming into the planet Earth, man. But now we at the time and point where the Lord is about to destroy all of that. Read on.
Done. A time to be born and a time to die,
Yep.
a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Yeah, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, man. All right. Yeah, because you got what's the point I'm looking for? Yeah, you got a lot of civilizations before America that flourished and so forth, and they was plucked up, man. All right, America is not at its beginning no more. It's not that great country that you thought it was no more. Now it's about to be plucked up and out of here, man. All right, and what are we planting now? What are we planting now? We're planting the kingdom of heaven, man. When you see the prophets, we go out there and we push the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and pushing out these prophecies. What are we doing, man? You know what I'm saying? We're basically planting this knowledge into the minds of the elect through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah to set up the kingdom of heaven. Because America's about to be plucked up, man. All right? Read on.
Yeah, verse 8. I'll skip to verse 8.
Kind.
It says, a time to love and a time to hate.
Yeah, a time to love and a time to hate. We're not in the time of love right now, man. All right? We're not in the time to love. We in it right now. We in the time of hatred. Okay? That's why you got all these cops killing you Negroes out there and you Latinos. All right? And you got all these mass you got all these mass protesting and shit going on out there. We in a time of hatred. A time to hate. It's time that you so-called Negroes wake up and fucking start hating your enemies, man. Cause they don't give a fuck about. They've been showing you hate since you've been here, man. Since all you Negroes that are living today have been born in this country, man, you've been have dealt with nothing but hatred by the so-called white man. So what are we in? We in the time of hate. Especially since the Heavenly Father hates what's going on in America, man. Got faggots and lesbians running rampant. Our people worshiping these false gods and these idols. Okay, so we living in a time of hate, man. Right? People just everybody just aggravated, man. There's a whole bunch of tension in the air, man. And this is on an everyday basis, man. No, ain't nobody greeting each other with kindness and love and, you know, and affection and so forth, man. Everybody's all stiff. You know what I'm saying? And just ready for something, just ready to fucking pop off over something, man. So the time that we're living in is in the time of hate. In the time of hatred. You know what I'm saying? You got out there in the Middle East and the Arab world. Okay? What do you see out there? Nothing but major wars being fought, man. And the wars, and the hatred is intensifying, man. All these other countries, they hate America, man. They hate America. But only you stupid ass Americans really think that the world actually loves you, man. Think that everybody wants, you know, that still believe in that American dream. That BS, man. You got businesses that already went cross seas, man. All right, so America's falling off, and then these other countries, they hate America because America is occupying their land, man, setting up these embassies and so forth, and trying to police their countries and tell them what to do. All right.
A time to love and a time to hate.
Yep.
A time of war and a time of peace.
A time of war, and the time we're living in right now is a time of war. It's a time of war. That's why you got the crisis in Syria today. All right, where the Russians got their troops out there in Syria fighting against ISIS, which ISIS is actually backed by the CIA, by America. All right, because basically what Russia is doing is they're fighting for the president of Syria, which America is trying to overthrow. In which that's going to lead to even greater wars, man.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about that is that Syria, which I was shocked to find out recently that Syria is the only country left in the world that's not really in debt to the international bankers. You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's remarkable, man. You know. So that's why really that whole thing is going down in Syria for many reasons. You know, number one, the so-called white man being the devil that he is, you know, he goes over there confiscating lands and globalizing his country or his country all over the world, or really his his system really. Yeah. You know, all over the world, globalizing. You know, taking over other countries like the brother was talking about. All right, but it really has to deal with that because Syria, like I said before, they're not indebted to the international bankers.